Hello and welcome. I am Bhavan and you have tuned into the 7th episode of the Law and Tech Bulletin from Lawyers Learn, a show where we bring you the latest from the law and technology space. Here's what made headlines in the last fortnight. The Kerala High Court has observed that the right to be forgotten cannot be claimed as an absolute right even after acquittal in cases. The observation was made by a division bench of Justices A. Mohammed Mushtaq and Sophie Thomas, while considering a batch of pleas seeking erasure of the petitioner's personal details from Google search results and legal resource website Indian Qanun. Justice Mushtaq added that even if the litigants were acquitted, one may need to know what the case was that was registered against them. The Delhi High Court has asked the central government whether it was planning to frame guidelines on the issue of banning Indian citizens from social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. The question was posed by Justice Yashwant Verma to the Government Council while hearing a bunch of petitions related to the suspension of social media accounts. The court has asked the government to respond within 3 weeks and has listed the matter for further hearing for the 7th of September. The Karnataka High Court is changing the rules under the Civil Procedure Code in order to speed up communication, especially in government litigation. One of the key changes being introduced is the tagging of mobile numbers and email addresses of concerned government officers so that they receive real-time updates on cases. The High Court also plans to issue summons through private courier companies and has already initiated the process of enrolling them. It is also working on a process for serving summons through email. The Bombay High Court has refused to take hard copies of an affidavit by the City and Industrial Development Corporation in a case related to the environment. A division bench of Justices Gautam Patel and Gauri Godse observed that it was high time the state government and its agencies started using the e-filing system. It also directed that a copy of the order be sent to the Registrar, Registrar General, and the Proto-Notary and Senior Master to consider issuing appropriate directions or obtaining appropriate directions from the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court on the issue of e-filing of documents. The National Company Law Tribunal has decided to take up only urgent matters through video conferencing in all its benches due to shortage of members. The decision will remain in effect till further orders. The Ministry of Electronics and IT is working on a new draft law, the Digital India Act, to regulate all things digital. The Economic Times has reported, quoting sources, that the upcoming digital regulatory framework will be a comprehensive law to address convergence in technologies, services, and devices. It will cover social media platforms, OTT platforms, and online apps, as well as metaverse and blockchain-based crimes or offences. The new regulation is expected to replace the existing IT Act of 2000 by the winter session of Parliament. And now, the big appointment of this fortnight. The central government has notified the appointment of Justice UU Lalit as the 49th Chief Justice of India. He will take over after current CJI N.V. Ramana's term ends on the 26th of August. Those were the big stories for this fortnight. Our podcast is available across all major platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Anchor. Do subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can also tune in to this bulletin on YouTube. Please do share your feedback to help us make this bulletin better and more useful for you. See you soon with the next installment of the Law and Tech Bulletin from Lawyers Learn. Until then, toodaloo.